Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi Go. Today we're watching episode 23 or part 6 of Satoto Washihen. Last time Satoto got committed to stopping Rika. She learned the rules of the world. We kind of learned the rules too, how the loops work, how she started a separate loop with the basis of a Matsurubayashi world. I was calling it post Matsurubayashi, but I guess it's technically a Matsurubayashi fragment. And I guess now, after making the plan of eternally trapping Rita by breaking her will, it'll start like a separate loop which isn't based around Matsurubayashi, but just that now it's like post Matsurubayashi worlds. I guess. I don't know. Still a little fuzzy on how everything works, but yeah. And yeah, we'll see how that goes, I guess. Anything else happened? Not really. Besides Hanyu kind of helping. So she's not completely done. Maybe. She gave Rika back. She kind of thwarted their plans a bit. Unless that's like a feathering double cross, but I guess we'll have to see later. Uh Banter. I need to think of banter now. I'm too used to snack banter. What have I been doing? Oh yeah, for like the past month I've been watching finally finished it like sometime last week. Uh Watching Yellowstone, the hit neo-western, which apparently is the second most watched cable TV show ever. I didn't know that while watching it. Great show by the way. Really enjoyed myself. Don't usually like cowboy stuff too much, but it's pretty good. Uh Would recommend. There you go. Banter done. Guess we'll just talk about stuff like that now. But yeah, I guess we'll no need to stall anymore, man. Guess we'll just start it. What do I expect from this episode? Maybe I mean, I guess if this is the first official loop where Satoto's trying to break Rika, she needs to think of a proper game plan. Because the arts we saw, I think she had the consistent plan of giving people the drug. Though I guess it depends on how everyone's acting. Because Satoto now has 100 years knowledge of how the game board works, so she knows how to cheese it. But I think she can recognize how the game board's gonna play out, and then use the drug to spice it up so Rika can't really counter it. Because Rika can probably counter most of the game boards now, as we saw in the previous arcs. Um, so Satoto spices it up with the new tech of the drug. Anyways, let's just start, man. Let's start. So yeah, timer based reaction. You need your own copy of the episode. I'm watching Blu-ray, which means my episode. If you're not watching Blu-ray, then you will have to skip the Funimation stuff at the beginning. My episode is 23 minutes 41 seconds. You want to try to match that, and at the end of the episode, we'll discuss it a bit. Let's just get into this, dude. I'm excited. Um, I'm tired, but excited. I'm always tired. It's a work day, man. Give me a break. um, but yeah, let's start in three, two, one, go. Oh shit! Wait, no. Restart. Restart. Sorry, I pressed spacebar and something else, and I disabled my subs. Maybe I didn't need to stop, but start fresh. Start fresh. Sorry, I baited. I baited. Not the first time, but yeah. Okay, real start time. In three, two, one, go. There we go. 12th? Oh, sit. No, 12th, 12th, 12th. Loud. Tournament time? So it's a Watanagashi world. She's chilling. Nah, Mion rids it somehow. Hey, it's kind of like Mina Doroshi, where Rika was like calling everything. And this is one of the early hints that Satoko's a looper, because she wins without using traps. And she just knew where all the cards would be in Wata Damashi. Well, wait. Can she instant restart? How did that work? I don't understand. This is some new tech? Or is this just showing an example? Like, is she actually doing quick restarts? Or, or is that just like an exaggeration? That's some scary tech. Okay, good meme. Haha. Okay, that's. I mean, there's one thing that was kind of supernatural about Satoko that we didn't really bring up too much, but I mentioned it at least once. How she kind of just spawned a gun, or like at the end of Cat Art, where she just pulled a gun out of nowhere. I thought that might be sus, but if she can like do quick restart, I mean, I don't know how that works, man. I wonder if she was actually quick restarting, or was it more like she knew what was happening? Like, I don't know how that worked. It's the feathering tech, man. Bum, 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 bum. But that was a cool parallel. It's kind of like the Mina Goroshi scene, but with Satoko. Oh, yep. Keyword right there. Oh, strategizing in the fragment world. That's actually some cool tech. She'll finally drop it. Fake news? Oh, okay. She's probably not going by feathering then. What? What? What happened? Feathering? Okay, I guess we'll call you Awua. Awua? Awa? Awa. Awa. Okay. Awa. It's gonna take a bit to get used to. Yeah, that's Keiichi and maybe Mio. I think Keiichi might just be built different. It hits him the most. Yeah. Shion liking Satoko. Rena. Oh yeah, Rena stopping Teppei without violence. Okay, yeah. It's kind of what I thought. Just an effect from looping a bunch. It slowly gets bitter, I think. I think I'm right about Mio remembering Tomotaki stuff happening in Matsubashi, and that's why she stops or quits her plans. Okay, and the stronger they're connected to the looper. That's new tech. Hmm? Why? Oh, for Teppei? I was thinking of Satoshi, but I think it's Teppei. Yeah. I mean, I guess Teppei never changed. Oh, wait. Who died? Teppei? Who's this guy, man? Oh, yeah. It's definitely Teppei. Can't have too much sympathy for Teppei. Jesus. I guess he was remembering a fragment where he just dies. Whoa. Bro, look at that guy's head. It's so dented. What the fuck? Don't bully my boy. Teppei's just chilling. What the? I mean, it is. There's a lot of worlds where Teppei doesn't make it to Hinamizawa, and you can kind of just assume he dies in some other way. Maybe he still chills with Rina, but just like, the kind of life he lives leads to an early death, anyways. So, dude, we're actually getting Teppei development. Holy shit! Dreams do come true. Yo, what if we get some Teppei changes? Can he change his life around? Oh my god, maybe. But yo, that's actually exciting. Didn't see this coming at all. Pachinko? I've been to a pachinko parlor once in Japan. It was so freaking noisy. I just left like after a couple minutes. It's so much louder than Artesino. It's crazy. Father of the Year. Classic. Bring your child to gambling day. He seems polite. Kinda. Still kind of fucked up. Get some fat winnings. I'm trying to say is he no. Actually never mind. I would say. Some donuts? Seemed like all these happy kids kind of like made him want to be nice to Satoto and actually come back to Hinamizawa for good reasons. It's, it's weirding me out in a good way. Hey, he actually just came back. I actually love this sound. I love, well, we don't get this obviously, but I love crickets in summer. Just leave my window open and let it blast. Oh my god. Nice Tepe world. The rare, this might actually be the rarest world, man. That's crazy. Imagine if like everyone was just chilling too. Satoto's not a looper. Oh, Satoshi. Yeah. Ethan 2's still missing. Guess he doesn't have Rina in this arc. I mean, I guess like for a good Tepe, Rina can't really be part of his life, right? Because Rina is also a horrible person. Dude, Tepe is just chilling, man. Though I understand people being wary. Dude, she looks happy. Decay him, maybe. It's a weird smile. Head pat, maybe. Oh my god, good guy Tepe. It's actually a miracle. Hey, Satoto, this world's looking kind of blessed. You sure you want to kill Rika? Yo, he's not even moving back. Maybe. Professional pachinkoer. So now that we're in like fresh loops, this isn't a Matsubashi Rika, so this Rika should be innocent, or is this like a looper Rika? Or a looper mindset Rika? Oh wait, no! The first episode of Higurashi, Rita was talking to Hani how she was freaking out because she didn't see Hanyu, so maybe Rita with the looper mindset. No, because it seemed like that was her first time realizing she's looping. I don't know. Whatever. Don't think about that stuff too hard. Just enjoy the blessed world. Oh my god, it's the classic punts, man. Oh, and Tepe's gonna save her, maybe. Oh, five? Dude, imagine bullying a kid, man. A little girl as a delinquent. Oh, Tepe, Tepe out of nowhere. What the fuck? Wait, he's getting his ass beat. I thought he was strong. Dude, what happened? What happened? Tepe nerf? I thought physically Tepe is like kind of up there on characters. I mean, Tepe did swing first. Classic. Oishi, my boy. Feel like it's been a while. It's a blessed Tepe. I feel like this is gonna end sad. Satoko, well, it doesn't really matter. I guess maybe in Tepe's, maybe she won't touch Tepe, and in Tepe's point of view, Satoto's just gonna be dead, and he's gonna be sad. It's either that or Satoto's not gonna forgive Tepe anyway and just kill him. But that seems too savage, man. Huh. I mean, if Satoto kind of stood up for Tepe there, then gives me hope. I feel like it's just gonna be sad to Rita and Satoto just gonna die anyways, because Satoto's looping. But it's weird. I guess like because we know later we got the Tatara Damashi arc where Tepe was still an asshole. So it's just like a random chance, I guess. Not permanent like Mio. It's an anomaly. Well, okay. Got a little scared. White van stopping. Oh my god. Good guy Tepe. Oh no. He's stuttering, man. Jesus. It's kind of heartwarming. Is there a Tepe character in May? I'd roll for a Tepe. Oh, it didn't work. The stars are too deep. Which, to be fair, is reasonable, honestly. Satoko's has a real fucked up childhood that predates even Tepe, if you don't know the visual novel lore. All of her adoptive fathers were really shitty. I still remember that one person who like tied her up to a chair so she wouldn't eat her vegetables or something in the visual novel. Unnamed father. No shot. What? Is the next episode gonna cover it? I mean, it doesn't really need to continue because it's not really Tepe Satoku's goal. It's just highlighting the looping effect, which we talked about a lot throughout this whole series. It's one of our first theories. That was a good episode, man. Holy shit. I really like that episode. Something I just didn't expect to happen. Bam, 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 bam. Good guy Tepe, man. Actually, I guess if you play Higurashi Mei, there's like a new character that dropped that's like teacher Satoko, and in the ascended art, she's like teaching Tepe in kind of a cute manner, which confused me, but like it doesn't kind of make sense after this, since wholesome Tepe is a thing. Ba, 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 ba. Good song, as per usual. Okay, next time, final epi. Okay, episode finished. Thank you for watching. We'll go over it. But honestly, great episode. Really enjoyed it. It was like it's just never something I never really expected to see. And it goes over the looping effect thing. So let's go over it. Great time. Wholesome Tepe. Birth of Wholesome Tepe. We were saying in the credits if you don't watch the reaction. And that's like if you play Higurashi Mei, there's like a new Satoko character, teacher Satoko, and in her ascended artwork, she's like teaching Tepe, and it looks kind of wholesome. And when I saw that, I'm like, huh, weird choice. But I guess it kind of stems from this, since apparently wholesome Tepe is a thing. So I mean, I'm not complaining. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, but okay. This was weird. We start off with the classic Watanagashi game tournament, which is kind of a parallel to the Minagroshi game tournament where, Riko was showing Keiichi, she knew everything that was going to happen, and Satoto did the same thing. Um, but then I'm still not quite sure what this means when she guessed all the right cards after snapping her fingers and it looked like she got a wrong one. I don't know if that's her going into different worlds and looping, and this is like, and she acts the same way, so Keiichi acts the same way, I guess. Like a scripted sort of thing, and she's like slowly just remembers where all the cards are all the time. Or is that just like exaggerating because she already knows where all the cards are from studying like the 100-year thing? I don't know. It was a cool scene, little little punny thing at the end too, but kind of confused me. Uh, then they talk about stuff in the fragment world, how Satoko and Rika approach things differently, And it's kind of cool. I didn't really think of it, but one of Satoru's strategies is just planning things out in the actual fragment world, which is actually like kind of smart since you have like all the time to just like theory it out. Like I assume Rita didn't do that. Actually, she kind of did it in Higurashi, to be fair. But like, if you have like that much time in the fragment world, like you can really like work things out much easier. And Satoru's kind of abusing that a fact. Then Feathering gets a name change because I guess why was she called Feathering in Umineko? Was it like the similar thing? I'm pretty sure she introduced herself as Feathering, so it's not that. But at this moment, she had no name. Then she created one from Satoto mumbling into. I still don't know how to say Uwe. It's not Uweya, right? Wait, let me hear it. It's time that take a while to get used to. Awa, Awa. Okay. So used to feathering, but okay. Then they talked about. I'm just trying to call it the looper effect, where some people remember things. Then feathering confirmed that it is caused by the constant looping, and it affects people close to the looper, which made sense. And it's kind of a chance thing. Like it won't happen all the time, but I guess the more you loop, the more likely it is to happen. Because late into the series, Keiichi basically like remembered like every time. So yeah, different changes. I assume it's also because also Shion doesn't hate Satoko anymore. Rena kind of can deal with Rina and Tepe without murdering them. Then we get into the freaking wholesome Tepe arc. Who would have thought? And it's cool because I guess because when Satoko said it affects family members, and then she was like, yeah, right. And then I'm like, huh? I was kind of confused because I'm wondering if she's saying because Satoshi never changes, but no, she was thinking about Tepe, man. And honestly, I didn't expect a Tepe development arc or episode, I should say, and I really enjoyed it. Like it made sense, I guess. Like I guess I didn't really think about. Like, do you think Rina can change? I mean, Rina's not as close as Tepe is to someone, but who knows? Wholesome Rina next. But Tepe is like a character where like he doesn't always come to Hinamizawa, probably for like different reasons. But his life was just the way he lives. You can kind of assume that it will inevitably like end pretty short or in a shitty way. So it's kind of cool seeing Tepe remember, and all that finally pushes him to a change because you can kind of assume like with Tepe's attitude and stuff, like it's very hard for him to change as a person, and they kind of use that to change him. So that was cool. And you see different lives like Tepe overdosing on drugs. The drug thing is interesting because I mean you can kind of assume it in the visual novel, but I'm pretty sure they never mentioned him taking pills. I don't know if it's like for drugs or actual like prescribed medicine, but that's like new tech that they showed in Go. There's one where I guess he owes people money and then he gets killed. Yeah, pachinko bars. We kind of talked about pachinko bars. Uh, been there once. Laughed after like a couple of minutes because it's honestly like 10, well maybe not 10 times, but it is way louder than a casino to the point where like you can barely think, and it just smells horrible because they allow smoking. So yeah, it's kind of funny seeing seeing the father gamble with the kid, but I mean he got a lot of loot for her, so guess it was worth it. And just seeing like Tefe like look at all these kids and stuff, it was like, man, is he actually gonna like go treat Satoko nice? And he does. Gets her some chocolate donuts instead of a watch. Um, Kind of see how people still like look at him funny as he passes through Hinamizawa, which again, fair, pretty horrible person in the past. Tepe kind of awkward, wholesome moment with Satoko, and this is a Satoko that's like She technically hasn't. She's looped a couple times, but like watched 100 years of Rita loops. But she like even with like this kind of like mature Satoto, she still fears Tepe. That's like how bad Tepe like internally scarred her, man. Like she's like even with all this experience, she's still like hesitant about it. And obviously like this is the first time her seeing Tepe, like a nice Tepe, so she's kind of also like, what the fuck? Then we get like Satoko reminiscing in the window. This is obviously a play on the classic Rika scene where she's drinking wine with Hanyu watching her. Um, so that was cool. Then you get Tepe stopping the delinquents from, I don't know, like what were they gonna do? Beat up Satoko? It's kind of cringe. Honestly, most surprising part was like Tepe threw a punch and I'm like, oh shit, these guys are dead. Tepe's literally like the big boss delinquent, and then they just beat the shit out of him. I mean, it to be fair, it is a 5v1, but like that doesn't really matter in Higurashi. I don't like. I'm pretty sure like Renner can 5v1 these guys. I don't know. Slight Tepe nerf. Maybe he lost some of his physical delinquent power after becoming a nicer person. Did that Owishi in interrogation. Anyways, cute stuff, cute stuff. Then like Tepe trying to like make up with Satoto, but again, so deeply scarred. Like even if you're, I mean, and it kind of made sense IRL. Even if you try to make up for it, it's kind of hard to do. Maybe Ryukishi was using some of his knowledge on this stuff to make that a very realistic scene. And even like Satoto was like wondering about it. Now, I don't think we're gonna. And also, I feel like this is like a like if you didn't believe it before, I think this is a very big nod to the idea that Mio's just chilling in Higurashi because like it's a similar situation to Tepe where she just remembers her dying every time to at the end of her plan and she decides that it's not the route she wants to take, which is cool. I feel vindicated, even if it's not confirmed. I'm pretty sure it's confirmed. But I don't think we'll see wholesome. I mean, maybe we'll see wholesome Tepe throughout the series and Sotsu, but like, it's just kind of highlighting the fact because obviously Satoto has a plan. But like, maybe in Satoto's head when she finally breaks Rika to just stay in Hinamizawa, like maybe if they roll a nice Tepe world too, then like it can be a little blessed. Hopefully. Um, but yeah, good episode. Honestly, like super fun. Just because the idea of a wholesome tepe has literally never crossed my mind. Um, we meme about tepe sometimes, but like I never thought that could be a possibility, or him being affected by like regaining memories of other fragments. So that's like subverting expectations. So I'm pretty happy with that. Rena, where's my girl Rena? Is it her time for a redemption arc? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we don't have to throw so much shade at Tepe. I remember like we always say Tepe's like brother, aka Satoko's adoptive father that got yeeted off the cliff was like an alright guy because he was scarier than Tepe, but like he eventually saw that like or he wanted to try to like fix his relationship with Satoko, but obviously she was high syndrome, so it didn't work out. But I mean, maybe like there just is a good gene in the Tepe family. So, well, I guess that's not his name. Actually, I guess Hojo is the Tepe family, huh? So I guess Satoko changed her last name to Hojo legally because the mom got married, right? Okay, interesting. I didn't I didn't realize that for some reason. I always just thought it was her OG name, but I guess Satoko secretly has a different last name. Um, but anyways, good episode. Really enjoyed that. um, yeah. What's gonna happen next episode? I think they're gonna reveal the Mio thing for sure. That Mio's trying to be a nice person, or like the blessed Mio constant. And I think Satoto maybe uses, I don't know. I still think she needs, because I still think she uses the drug, so she needs to find a consistent way of getting the drug. But also be something that might happen next episode. We'll see. I mean, it is the season finale, so they'll probably ended in a bang, hopefully. Um, but yeah, thank you for watching. Great episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And next time we'll be watching the season finale. Should be a good time. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the day. And until then, peace.